What's up, everyone, and welcome back to our, almost said Tuesday, Monday session of D&D. For those of you that had been here before, just real quick, we're going to just recap where we were at the end of the last session. The party had found their way into the Wave Echo Cave. They ventured deep in, and they had found the Black Spider, and after defeating him, they returned control of the mine to Gundren Rockseeker, and they left the mine victorious. So our session now, we are going to be picking up a year from that session. Okay, so within that year, the four of you, because even though Dalmir is not here, he's included. The four of you decided to kind of stick it out in Phandalin because Gundren promised you a share of the profits. And the way Gundren explains it is that, mines are long and hard work to set up. They can't expect to see it generate any profit for the first year for certain. And he gave you a long list of things that him and his brothers had to do first. They had to, chart the place carefully and hire guards and miners, establish contracts for shipping, selling places that want the minerals and other things from the mine, and blah, blah, blah. So he told you a year. It'll be a year, and then you'll start seeing returns from the mine. And so you guys just kind of set up shop in town. The four of you move into the manor on the east end of town where the Red Brand hideouts used to be. Part of the manor is in disarray because you guys set it on fire as you were leaving, but you're able to recover a lot of the space as livable area. You guys set up some of your personal effects. Dusky dedicates an entire room to all the trophies and heads that he had collected, and you kind of spend your days idling around in town. The townsfolk they treat you as heroes because you are. You're often, greeted warmly at the local taverns, and townsfolk often will go out of their way to be accommodating to you, and it's been a very pleasant experience. And with all that being said, is there anything that you guys think that your character would have been doing during this year's worth of downtime?
I'm still personally mastering the art of taxidermy and working on preserving heads in a more presentable fashion as we embark on our travels.
Right on. All right, and by this time, after a year's worth of decay, your heads collection, they've all pretty much, you just have a wall of skulls of all various kinds, but they're very well preserved, and it almost looks not so creepy because they're clean and orderly arranged. So you are a master of taxidermy, but mostly with just the heads. I don't think you'd be able to quite figure out what to do with the rest of the body.
There's that one huge one, right? I'm assuming that's the centerpiece. That giant minotaur thing we killed.
You tell me, Dusky. Do you put the minotaur skull on the wall on display, or are you gonna continue to wear that as a helm?
No, we've got it up for display. Kind of near the main entrance. Kind of near the main entrance to the house, just to make sure that everybody gets the right vibe when they come in.
Right on.
We're killers.
Anybody else doing anything specific during the downtime?
I would have liked to, at some point, try and find myself a better bow.
Okay.
Because I feel inferior to all my brethren who have pairs of magical weapons, and I have nothing.
So, in the time that you guys kind of had, you yourself wouldn't have went on a quest to try and find a bow, right? Instead, you would have used some of your wealth and influence to get somebody to look for rumors, to look for some kind of maybe someone who has one and is selling it.
Yeah, and possibly like that black arms dealer that we had heard about in that town. Maybe we would have taken the boys and gone see what they were about. Maybe at some point.
I have no recollection of what you were speaking about.
We were in the town when they confiscated our weapons, right?
Yeah, the illegal.
Neverwinter.
Whatsoever. They were just typecasting us or whatever.
Yes, you were in Neverwinter.
Right. And we went to some sort of shop. And then someone just told us about a questionable weapons dealer that we could go check out. And we said, nah, we'll come back next time. Right?
Okay.
Drop, do you remember
certainly, that? Yeah. You investigate that.
That's when they didn't like my heads. They made me throw them in the ditch.
It was a pretty sad day indeed.
Yeah, okay. So you hire somebody, you give them instructions. I want you to go check out the city of Neverwinter specifically. There's supposed to be someone there, see if they have anything of value. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to actually do this and succeed, okay?
Okay.
But for each week of effort, it's going to cost you 100 gold pieces to pay for this guy to kind of search and try to find something.
Okay.
So knowing that, how many weeks would you like to pay him for?
To find someone selling a bow that's going to cost more money than I have, I would say I'd send him out for a month.
A month. Okay, so subtract 400 gold.
Okay. No, I definitely.
Okay. And then what I want you to do is I'm going to roll a bunch of dice.
Wait, you're gonna roll them? I don't. Okay.
Wait! I didn't know this was an option because I sent out a guy to find my badass cloak that lets me avoid or have.
You want to find your cloak?
Sure. Let's finish with him, and then we'll see how yours resolves too.
Oh god! I'm just gonna lose my gold.
Same rules as for him. All right. 100 gold a week to look. How many weeks are you paying for them to search?
I thought he was making a joke.
You know what? Let's keep it. I'm just gonna make it a joke, actually. How about
okay,
that?
You don't want to.
Well, it's not the goal. It's just I know that it bums you out to roll with disadvantage every single.
Oh no,
fight.
no, that's perfectly okay. Because if you get it again, then I'll just take it from you again.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm joking.
I'm good.
No, see, it's different though. It's different.
No,
if you want to try for it, and you actually succeed, it's yours. No taking it this time.
Well, let's do his part, and I'll think about it for a minute.
All right. So go ahead and roll me 4 D100s.
/R 4 D100.
Oh, fuck all. You can make me get all these books.
Yes, no?
Yeah. /R 4 D100. So 46, 80, 10, and 89. Okay. All right. So when he comes back, it's this small, very young adventurer, human, and he comes back and he says, I've looked far and wide. I did everything that you've asked. I did hear word of several people trying to sell magical items. Would you like my report?
Yeah, that's what I paid you for.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm so very sorry. He pulls out his book and he starts thumbing through pages, and he's like, I heard word of a man in the Summer Hills who is selling a drift globe. If we're interested in that.
What drift? What?
A drift globe. There are these
That's a bow?
small. No, it's not a bow.
What? I told you to go look for bows.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
What is it? Drift globe.
It's a blue orb, and when you speak a command word, it emanates light further than any torch ever could. And I hear that if you throw them into the air, they'll hover about 3 feet off the ground, and they will just follow you. So then it could be an ever-present source of light.
I can see in the dark. But sure, that sounds.
I just wrote down everything that I discovered, sir.
It's okay.
I didn't
All right,
mean
what else
to
you got?
imply
What else you got?
that you would want to
It's
purchase
okay.
this
You did
specifically.
great. You did great.
Are you sure?
What did you else find?
Okay. I also looked, and I did manage to find. Promise me you won't be angry.
Just tell me what you found, and we'll go from there. I'm not a angry person.
Well,
It's not a bird.
there
I'm
was
not
a
an angry bird either.
there was a rumor
Sure, rumor.
of somebody selling a magic sword. I know it's not a bow, but maybe it would interest you.
Where, and why would I be interested in this sword?
I don't know. They said it was a magic weapon. It was supposed to be extremely potent spell, but the seller was very, very tight-lipped about exactly what it did. Said that he would only talk with people that were serious buyers.
Do you have contact information for this person?
I do.
Where would I find them?
I do.
They have a name? What is it? Hit me.
His name was Ren, and he lives in Neverwinter.
Whereabouts?
Whereabouts?
Like, where would I find him in Neverwinter? Like, did you find him in a bar? Does he have a shop?
Yeah.
Just some dude in the back alley?
Well, you see him kind of flipping through his notes. He's like, I didn't think to ask where he would be.
So where did you find him, though?
He was in a tavern, and he was just kind of...
Do you remember the name of the tavern?
Yeah. It was the Cock and the Hen.
Sure. Alright, what else you got for me?
Well, I also found, what is this? A magical satchel? It's,
Nope, fuck that. Nope, next. What else you got?
Well, the last thing here on my list. I did find, well, there's one man, he said that he thought he knew where he could acquire a magical bow.
Oh. Why did you bury the lead here? What else? Okay.
I'm just reading my notes in the order that I'd acquired them, sir.
Got it. Sure. What kind of bow here? Where were they? What else you got? Just hit me. Information. What do your notes say?
Well, the man said that his name was Qualind, that he
Qualind?
was a traveling merchant. He would be coming to Phandalin within the next month, and he said that the cost of the bow... Oh my.
Well, how much?
Can you roll me a d4? Oh. He said it would be 20,000 gold.
Oh, is that all? Okay. Okay. Did he describe the bow at all?
He did not.
All right.
Will that be all, sir?
it.
We killed this guy, or?
I'm sorry, great Drapadewski. Please.
You're worthless.
I am but a humble servant.
He paid you good money.
Really good money.
Didn't do shit.
I did as you required. I found a bow.
You found
I
a
would
bow.
hope it is to your...
Are you
bag of
related to?
garbage.
Are you related to Numbnuts? What's his name? Gundren.
No, Gundren's not the idiot. It's the other one.
Which one's the other? Which
Sildar.
one's? Sildar. There it is.
How do you know, Uncle Sildar?
Oh, I knew it.
Why did I give him money? Oh god. Okay, 20,000.
I had heard word that you wanted me to investigate something as well, Lord Dusky.
No. I'm good.
Nice.
I would like to go talk to what's his face, Gundren, about buying me out for 21,000 gold of the mine, so we can have my shares back in exchange for 21,000 gold.
Okay.
Loves them.
Would anybody else like to do anything with your downtime?
I'm serious about
I'm
that.
still trying to figure out how Sashk is a girl.
Well, you
I
don't
spent a
know, so
year.
you don't have to worry about
I
it.
still don't know.
So that's what you
man.
spent your entire year doing, is trying to get
I've
a
been-
glimpse under
We
the hood?
spent a year together. Nobody saw the bird coming out of the shower or something
Joe,
crazy. You know what I mean?
There's no showers in the old days. You get to see me naked.
No,
and
yeah.
my ass. Remember? Like night 3, oh, my clothes disappeared.
It's all covered by feathers, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, do Aarakocra need to wear clothes?
I don't think so. But we do because it's comfy. If you knew anything about Aarakocras, you could tell by the color of my feathers. Because
just
male
not that
Aarakocras
concerned.
have different color feathers.
You're just a bird.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
It might help if you gave your avatar chesticles.
What? No, leave my avatar out of this, okay?
No, you've already been messing with it long enough. Before you two showed up, that's all he did was play with his avatar.
Nice.
New campaign, new dreads. Real talk though, did Gundren buy me out or what?
Okay, so you go to talk with Gundren, and you enter, and you see he's just surrounded by people, right? And it's not like they're just talking or carousing. Like he's dictating. All right, you're gonna go to this side of the forge, and you're gonna do that, and blah, blah, blah. And he's incredibly busy. So when you walk in, he's like, everybody, leave me. I have an important thing to discuss with my dear friend.
Sashk.
Oh, I know your name. I was just pausing for effect.
Okay.
What can I do for you, miss?
I, if at all possible, would like to be bought out of my equity in the company.
What?
In the forge. I would love to stay around, but I have heard tales of a merchant coming to town with a bow I simply must have.
Well, I'm afraid that's quite impossible.
Why?
Well, what do you estimate your share of the mine at?
Over the course of your life? A lot.
Well, we simply do not have a lot of gold
I
right
don't need
now.
a lot. I need 21,000 gold, that's all.
Impossible!
Don't say impossible, you're loaded.
I'm
You're a rock
loaded?
seeker.
No, sir, ma'am. You have to understand, with things up and running, the mine assumes a profit after expenses of about 100 gold pieces a day. So that is so your share of the profits of the mine is about 10 gold pieces a day, or 300 gold pieces a month,
Yep.
split amongst your party.
Didn't we each get 10 points?
The group got 10%.
Oof.
He's like, so here, and he holds out a bag. It's got 300 gold pieces. Here's your share for the month.
What the? He can't buy out all of our shares too. Then?
No, he's not. He's not. He's just giving you this month's share.
Oh, okay.
He's like, so, we just don't have the coin on hand for such a venture. But if you're hurting for coin,
it's not coin. It's a bow. I'm hurting for a weapon. All my compatriots have multiple weapons that are just amazing, and I pull out my old rickety bow.
So
I have this.
He reaches up and he puts his hand on your shoulder reassuringly. Says, well then, lass, I'm afraid the only things that you can do is you can either go back to work or you can pray to the gods and hope that they give you their blessing. And as far as the gods, I don't know about them intervening today. But I can at least give you a leg up on some possible work.
Any work where I could find a bow?
I don't know about that. But it may at least give you coins to pay for the bow.
I have but a month.
He kind of looks up. He's like, maybe. Maybe. If you work fast.
Okay.
Here, I'll tell you what.
Sure.
I have a friend in the faraway town of Blazing Dell. He's been looking for some sturdy adventurers. I'll send word, and he'll send someone to discuss the terms with you, and we'll see if we can arrange something.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
You'll have to talk with your friends, though. Your reputation precedes you, and he'll most likely want it as a package deal.
Does he pay in advance?
You'll have to speak with them about the specifics, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you. I will await word from you or your people, and I will go talk to my group, see what they say.
Okay.
And then I leave and do that.
Yep.
So Trot, Wolf, push the talk.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, I was coughing. I was just talking to Gundren, and he was telling me of his friend out in Blazing Dell. Some weird words. Like, someplace, somewhere, someone's gonna pay us gold for adventures. What say you?
We got it pretty easy here, man. I mean, what's the
You're
kind
not
of payout?
bored?
What's the kind of
Come
payout?
on,
We'll
Dusky.
have to figure it out.
Heads must roll somewhere.
Aren't you bored? We've been living here for a year now.
We
I'll hear
can't
about
kill
it.
the
I'll hear about it.
townspeople.
We can at least
Who
hear about what he's
says?
saying.
Who says?
I mean, we could just kill the merchant and take the bow.
So now we're talking.
True.
Choose your own adventure. That's what I say. We'll just start killing folks.
We have a month before the merchant gets here. By the way,
Let's
there's a
go
merchant
talk to
coming
him.
here.
Let's go talk to him and find out what he'll pay us.
Okay, we have to wait
And what
for
the job
Gundren's
is.
people. Yeah, we have to wait for Gundren's people to get back to
I mean,
us.
what if it's digging in asses? Only one of us has experience in that area.
Yeah, but that experience is a lifetime.
Never forget.
All right, so you're related to Gundren that you're interested in the job, and Gundren sends a messenger off to Blazing Dell. About a week and a half later, you guys are told that there is someone waiting for you. I forgot the name of the inn. At the oh, fuck all, I still don't know the name of it.
Shyster's in.
At the Stonehill. That's what it was. Okay. And going to the Stonehill Inn, you find yourself, you walk in, and sitting at the table, there is a halfling man. He's got round glasses that are they look like they're made from maybe bronze. It's not gold, but it's shiny. He's got short hair that's been pulled back, almost in kind of like a bun. And his clothes are all very neat, very, very tidy. And as you approach, he's got all these papers and notes spread out on the table. And watching you enter, he kind of quickly folds his hands, looks up at you, says, "Oh, hello. I see that you're here. Come, take a seat."
We'll take a seat.
He extends his hand out, and he says, "My name is Nigel. I am the halfling consort of Baron Althorn of Blazing Dell. It's very nice to meet you."
Sorry, you're...
Wait, is it Althorn?
Yes, it's Althorn.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand that you are interested in taking on the search that he had inquired about?
We were told of work and coin.
Yes, that both of those are correct.
Could we talk about how much coin and how much work?
Well, you see, that depends. Maybe I should give you some background first.
Okay.
Get to it.
Okay. You see, the Baron Althorn, he is very interested in a legendary cache of weapons forged by Durgeddon the blacksmith. And this blacksmith, Durgeddon, he was supposedly lost years and years ago in the Giant's Tooth. And Baron Althorn believes that all of the weapons that Durgeddon made can still be found within the tooth. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. The Giant's Tooth is a mountain far to the north on the spine of the world. The Baron would like the... Wait, I thought there were 4 of you.
Yeah, there are 4 of us. The 4th one's invisible. Somewhere in the room, he's just...
Invisible?
Keeping his distance. Yeah, so spellcaster.
But he will be accompanying you.
Of course.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
The
He's
Baron
just shy.
would like the 4 of you to go to the Stonetooth and 1, search it to the best of your ability, and 2, we're going to give you this. And he holds out a small green quill. You see this, if you take it and you set it to a piece of parchment, it will map out the circumference of a room. So then, as you examine the tooth, you can create a reasonable facsimile of a map, and we can provide it to the Baron Althorn.
Okay.
Also, and he pulls out it looks like a dagger, but it's broken about halfway down the blade. And as you look at this, I wonder if I have a handout. As you look at this dagger, you can see there is a circular sigil that almost runs across the entire length of the blade at the bottom. So it's maybe 1.5 inches in diameter. It looks like a circle with a fist, and in that fist is a blacksmith's hammer. He points to it and he says, This is Durgeddon's mark. We would like for you to search for any weapons that have this mark and return them to the Baron. The payment will be 200 gold pieces each, and then for each of the weapons that you manage to return to the Baron, you will receive an additional 100 gold pieces.
Each.
How many weapons are we talking here that he knows of?
Well, we don't.
Okay. Do we have like an estimate size? Like, if we're gonna fight, I'm assuming there's gonna be fighting. Otherwise, you would be saying. If we're gonna fight our way through to these weapons, surely there must be at least an estimate of how many there are there for it to be worth our trouble.
Did he say 200 gold each?
To start, that's like the base. I'm assuming that's our advance. That sounds like an advance to me.
Yes. And the advance will be provided to you at Blazing Dell by the Baron himself.
Yeah.
Wait, the advance we're gonna get after?
We go from here to the Baron's castle to meet him. He will...
Well, it's
Tell
a
us
manor,
more.
not a castle.
Is this Baron down on hard times or not making much money in his region? $200 gold pieces. We could make it the farm.
Make it the farm? He
Working a day job is what I'm saying. If we're gonna go in harm's way, 200 gold doesn't sound like enough.
Sir, it is my understanding that the four of you have a stake in the mine, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And that's the stake that you have in the mine. By my calculations, it's about 300 gold. No, that certainly can't be correct. And he starts counting on his fingers. He says, "It's about 300 gold a month to split between you all." Now, 300 gold a month is quite a bit. That would make you all very wealthy. But maybe I thought you aspired to something greater.
Oh, he's calling us Yella.
Oh, no, madam. I wouldn't even think to call you such a name. No. You see, 300 gold is a lot of money. Like any other person would be very content, but my lord is prepared to pay you so much more, since already for the four of you to go and investigate, it's going to be 800 gold. And then for every weapon that you return, there will be an additional amount.
What do you guys think?
I say we should at least go see his Baron.
Wait.
We gotta judge of his character.
Now, I was also informed that before you make a decision, I was to give you full disclosure. So maybe you should hear.
Okay.
Yep.
So Durgeddon was a mastersmith who forged blades of surpassing quality and power. Centuries ago, his home was sacked by orcs. Durgeddon led the remnants of his clan to the mountains north of the town of Blazing Dell and established a small secret stronghold somewhere in the trackless wilderness. From his hidden redoubt, he waged a decades-long vendetta against all of orc kind, until his enemies discovered his fortress and attacked it after a long siege. Durgeddon and his followers perished, and much wealth was carried away by the conquering hordes. But it said that the deepest and best hidden vaults and armories escaped the looting, and that some of Durgeddon's extraordinary weapons still wait in the darkness for a hand bold enough to claim them. So, now let me tell you about the tooth. and he pulls out a map, right? And this map, it shows like a side image of what you assume to be, which is a giant mountain, right? And on this map, it shows that the scale of this mountain is quite large. The Stonetooth, from the bottom level to the very top, is about 1,400 feet tall. And you can see that there are cross sections throughout the image. At the very top of the mountain, there is a cave drawn into the side, and Nigel points to it and he says, "You see, this is the entrance to the Stonetooth." And we know for certain that the mountain door leads into an orc-infested area, and it will be very difficult to get through them. I mean, he kind of grabs his collar and pulls it nervously. A single orc would be quite a formidable opponent, but we're talking about an entire civilization. It would be intense. Yes. So, after passing through the mountain door, the Stonetooth continues. And unfortunately, this is the end of our reconnaissance. The Stonetooth, from the mountain door, it leads into something that we've only heard referred to as the Glitterheim. We do not understand why. We do not understand what, but it doesn't sound very appeasing. And then, the last of our knowledge is that somewhere within the Glitterheim is a sinkhole that leads down into the lower reaches of the mountain. And so the full mission is, we want you to explore the tooth in its entirety. Bring back any of the weapons, and when you are finished, you can keep any of the loot that you would like.
Will we also be getting paid for making the map?
Yes, that is the 200 gold pieces each.
All right.
So,
could we try that quill out real quick to see if it does what you say it does?
Oh, certainly, yes. Here, look. And he pulls out a blank piece of parchment. He sets it flat on the table in front of him. And then he takes the quill and he holds it up. And he says, "This is how you make it work, okay? You have to take it. You lick it like this. And he licks the tip. And then he sets the tip to the parchment. And he lets go. And then the quill starts moving all on its own. And it's making a very plain but reasonably understandable version of the inn that you're in."
Right.
That's pretty cool.
What do y'all think? Or should we...
I say we go. Let's talk to the Baron, dude. Let's go.
I say we go as well.
It has been too long since we've slain together.
All right, let's head out.
Excellent. The Baron will be most pleased. I have some other work to attend to inside town. I would suggest that you stock up on supplies before you leave, because, well, Blazing Dell is quite far from here, and the journey could be dangerous.
Okay. I assume the Baron will also have some supplies there that we can refill with.
Yes, of course. Alternatively, I have been granted one of these, and he holds up a blue stone.
Rock.
Yes. This is a stone of teleportation. The Baron said that if you were willing to purchase it for just the cost of the reagents, then we could just simply teleport directly to Blazing Dell, and then we won't have to concern ourselves with the dangers of travel.
We have to pay to do the job?
It is your prerogative. I mean...
What's your Baron's name again?
Minute.
The Baron?
What's his name again?
Fuck if I can remember.
Hawthorne?
Oh, it's on the other screen. That's why I can't find it. I was like, I don't know. Where is it? Althorn. Baron Althorn.
Is that his first name, or is it Al Thorn?
Yep. No, it's Althorn would be his family name, sir. His name is Ken. Ken Althorn.
Right.
Let me see if I got this.
Yes.
This guy's gonna give us a bunch of money.
We
have to give him some money up front.
No, sir. You do not have to.
5 friends.
You do not have to purchase this at all.
Do we have to go and knock on other people's doors? And
the Baron just
forward
wanted
this
to give you the
information?
opportunity. If
How
you
much
didn't
does
want to wait.
that rock cost?
Wait, what is he trying to sell us?
Teleportation stone.
To go see your boss so we can do a job for him?
Well, sir, I did not mean to offend. The idea was that either you'll have to spend money on supplies and equipment and then travel far to the north, or you can spend that same money on this stone and we'll go there
How much
instantly.
is the stone?
The idea of the adventure is that we don't spend any money at all. You give us money to go and acquire things for you.
How much is the stone?
I believe it is 200 gold pieces.
You think it costs us 200 gold to buy rations to go up north?
It is quite far, yes.
Does
How'd
he
you
have a
get
horse
here?
outside? I'll show you how much it costs for us to make rations.
Well, how did you get here? Did it cost you 200 gold to come down here?
I used a similar stone, yes. I paid for the luxury of the
I don't
teleportation.
believe him. I don't like the Baron already.
It sounds like a...
Does anybody else have work?
I'm not really a fan of.
You do realize that we are famous adventurers.
I have heard the tale, yes.
Apparently your boss
It's just the stuff we told people about.
Uh,
Even the secret adventures.
Yeah, let's go walk around town and let them know how the Baron does dealings.
There's no one in this shit all the town.
yeah, they don't care about the Baron. He's far away.
Yeah.
They're gonna look
I
at you and
don't
go, who?
Okay, well, I'm
I know who he
not
was
down to
yesterday.
pay him 200 gold. That's like our pay.
Yeah. That's 200 gold to pay us to
fun
come
deal.
see him and entertain the idea of working for him.
To make 200 gold, yeah. No.
Look, if your Baron
Okay,
was
sir.
serious with his offer, he would be willing to waive the cost of the teleportation stone. Clearly, we can take our time to get there.
Well,
Why don't you
I am
leap over there and talk
authorized
to him?
to amend the details of the arrangement. I'll tell you what, you are all making some very good points. Why don't you choose somebody to make a persuasion check? See if you can convince Nigel to change his mind.
I'm not that persuasive.
Sounds like you're up, Dusky.
Wolf. I don't have the
Wait.
I'll roll it.
I got it.
YOLO.
I got this.
Here we go.
I got it. Oh, come on!
I'm sorry, sirs. I can't.
I guess we're sorry too.
Yeah,
the
we'll find other
reagents.
work.
are
We'll
not-
find other work.
Oh,
How can I be so charismatic and not be able to do this?
I mean, mine's wouldn't have been any better, so...
he says, okay, well, I suppose I'll see you in a couple weeks.
If we even go at this
If we
point,
go, I don't
know.
think we're gonna go. We're gonna look around for other work.
We're gonna look for more serious employers.
Yeah.
Serious
If your Baron was
employers.
serious about employing us, he wouldn't be willing to just waive the cost.
You literally,
He
you
can-
have a
he
stone
considers
that can
what you
take you
say.
to him right now. Why don't you just hold it?
Well,
Go ask
well,
him and
because-
come back.
Well, I don't think you understand how the magic works. This stone works for one person. I would have to create 3 other stones.
Wait, so we're have to pay 200 gold per person?
No,
Hell
no,
no.
sir. You overestimate. That cost would be for me to create all of the stones.
You said it cost you 200 to come down here.
That's not what I said. I said I used the
You
teleportation
said,
stone.
boys, what did you hear?
That's what I heard.
I don't think you 3 are very smart.
I think you should be careful.
Come on, just
Oh.
business 101. You're like,
I'm sorry.
You're
I did not.
asking us to
I did not mean to
kill
offend.
orcs, right?
Yes.
Okay, well we could kill you very easily.
Oh, I'm certain that you could. Yes,
let's-
I am not a fighter. As a matter of fact, I think that it would be in my best interest to just give you a stone. Don't you think so?
only one stone? There's
Pretty.
4 of us.
Oh, I will get to work just right away, post haste. I do not want to be severed of my head. I heard that's what you
Wait,
like
you
to
didn't
do.
even come prepared with the 4 stones? If this is the kind of professionalism we can expect from your boss, I think we'd be much better off
No,
searching somewhere else
Wait,
for
so he
employment.
showed up and offered us 4 stones that we would
no,
have
no.
to pay for that he doesn't have?
He
Can
offered
someone
us
do
a
an insight
quill
check?
and tried to upsell us on stones.
This sounds like we're gonna have a really good time getting paid, guys.
can someone do an insight check?
Insight? Not me.
Oh, okay. So Sashk, you can see that Nigel is very nervous now, and it
Because of
becomes
the
apparent
deadlines.
that he's been lying to you about something.
Lying to me about something. Mr. Nigel, are you withholding information?
What myth, Sashk? I don't know what you would be implying.
Well, you sure? Because it feels like you're being untruthful with us.
Mentioning that you think he's being dishonest, you see he just kind of shrugs his shoulders and okay, the jig is up. All right, I get it. I can tell when I'm beat. Look, okay? The Baron, he doesn't pay his servants very well, so I had a side hustle going on. Like,
Yup.
he gave me the stones. I was supposed to just give them to you, but I got a family to feed, okay?
Yeah. How about you just give us the stones?
Yes,
The quill,
right away, ma'am.
And then whatever
Yes.
pocket change you have on you,
Okay, I can do that too.
and then we will bring this up to the Baron when we get there.
No, well, no. There's no need to do that. Is that really
Are you sure?
necessary?
It feels like it'd be pretty necessary.
Look,
if I
look,
was the Baron, I
hey.
would want to know.
No harm, no foul, right? Like, I'm giving you the stones. I'm giving you a little bit of extra money. Like, let's just call it even, okay?
Maybe it could. Maybe we could get a better deal here.
Oh, a better deal. Yeah, I am authorized to alter the agreement on behalf of my Baron. I can certainly.
Obviously, because you've altered it already from the one he initially sent you
Give us
with.
a good deal, man.
Okay.
We need a better
All
deal.
right. So, I'll tell you what. Like, I already know how much I'm allowed to offer you. Okay. How about I just give you the max? I just give you.
Yeah.
The-
you know the
the-
most. Let's go.
Okay. Cool. So we're agreed.
What's the max?
Yeah. Why would you tell us? That much is implied.
Oh. Let me check my books. Let me see here.
Well, I thought you said you knew.
Well, I have it written down. You know.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
So he starts flipping through those parchments he had on the table. He starts counting on it, like in his head, carry the 30. Okay, so check it. what I can give you now is, instead of 200 gold pieces each for bringing back information, for bringing back
What
the
the hell
map.
happened to your lisp?
That's part of the hustle, man. It throws people off and it makes them question my motives less. Just a little trick I learned. And he kind of like winks at you and like taps you in the chest.
I think we should kill this guy.
I mean, let's let him continue his offer.
All right, so 300 gold pieces each. See, that's an extra, 400 gold for you guys, by the way.
We can count. We can count.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I didn't know about this one here. You know what I'm
You don't
saying?
know
He
your
looks
case,
at
man.
D-Ski.
You don't
Like,
know
you know what
your
I'm saying?
case.
I don't know if he can count. And I'm thinking maybe I could squeeze the price from 100 gold pieces per weapon to 200. So, I mean, you can kind of see that the amount would increase exponentially for every weapon you're able to recover.
Definitely sounds like a better deal now.
Yeah. See, we're all friends.
It does
man.
sound like a better deal. And when we talk to the Baron, we'll make sure that this was the maximum that he allotted.
Whoa, buddy, Dusky, bro, Lummy, there's no reason that you need to talk to him at all, man. I thought we
Why
were...
wouldn't I do that?
Well, I mean, you have to talk to
You
him.
have to
Like,
talk
he's
to
got
him,
the money,
yeah.
right? But I'm saying, like, you don't have to talk to him about amounts or anything.
Yeah, I think we will.
We're gonna get this in writing. We're not gonna go see your Baron without what you're
Dude,
telling
we'll
us.
write
now
it
in
down
writing.
right now, man. I'm a
That's
scribe.
fine.
I could do it for you.
We're going to have him sign it, too.
Well, yeah, that's how this works, right? Like, I write it,
The Baron,
you
not
sign
you.
it, and then he signs it.
Peanut.
Peanut? Nigel. Thank you.
You're really gonna correct us on your name? That's the sword you want to die on?
We want to know the max.
This is something.
We want to know the max. There's no number crunching involved, and I'm going to ask the Baron what the max he gave you when we get there.
This is the max. This is the
The
max.
stupid lizard is going to ask him when we get there.
Is your name even Nigel?
Yeah, it is. I mean, well, I changed it to Nigel, but it was.
Fact check. I don't believe this shit. Is his name Nigel?
He's telling you the truth. He changed it to Nigel.
Do you even work for the Baron?
Well, yeah. I am a bard in his employ, and I am a most humble one at that. It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Who sends a bard to go do a deal?
Okay, so let me get this clear. The amount was 400 gold each right now. And then 250 gold per weapon we find.
Yes,
That's what I heard.
exactly. 350 gold pieces each right now, and then 200 gold pieces per weapon. Yes,
Pretty sure it was 250.
250. Yes, 200 gold 50 pieces right now, and then
Nope. No, per weapon. It was 350 now. Sorry, 400 right now to each of us. And 250 per weapon.
Are you lying to me? I'm pretty sure. You're trying to get me with the bamboozle. I see what you're doing.
Wow.
You're doing what I'm doing, but that's not how this
I'm
works. Like, cause for
actually
real,
an honest
I can't-
bird, okay? So let's get the numbers down then. So 400 and
look,
then
I wrote
200.
it. I wrote it down. It's 300 per person instead of 200.
That
and
you
then
have right now.
I have a counter offer.
counter offer.
Mhm.
He doesn't have to write it down. We're
Okay.
going to take our stones. All of us.
Me-
All 5 of us are going to go talk to the Baron
Yeah.
and find out the maximum he's going to give us with you there, and then we're going to tell him how this all played out.
No.
Right.
Whoa. I thought that was the deal, man. We weren't gonna go telling him
Why
about.
are we making a deal with you? You have no money.
I may have the money.
Oh my god.
Get it out.
Okay, all right, but we need to agree first, okay?
We have agreed. 21,000.
All of the money that he said you could spend, and we'll do the job. And we want to see it right now.
Just fucking pick this guy up and shake him like a piggy bank.
All right, okay. 300 gold pieces each, and he writes it in big letters, right? 300 gold pieces each at time of agreement. Yes? Sound good so far, gentlemen?
That's just to go see him.
Well, no.
To judge his character.
Judge my
If we
character?
see him to be a true
I'm
person,
an
well,
excellent
clearly we
judge
can't
of
trust
character.
you, because you're a swindler. But we might be able to trust him and do the job.
I don't know, but I say we keep this guy alive, and when it comes time to get your bow there, buddy, we're taking this guy with us.
What is this about a bow? What are you speaking
There's a
about?
wandering merchant coming to town.
Oh, really?
Yes, who has a bow that I would like to acquire. I was going to ask your Baron about bows when I get there, but
Whoa. Okay. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down, man. I know. Yeah. I'll tell you what, right? Old Nigel here, and as he says this, he's pointing to himself, like at his face. It's like,
sure.
I
Sure. Yeah.
am a master of the
course.
scam, right?
Yeah.
How about me and you? We swindle that merchant, right?
Sure.
We get them to just we convince him that his bow is trash, and we lower the price, and then eventually he'll practically give it to us, right? And if I do this for you, and I
won't tell the Baron.
Then we don't tell the Baron.
We don't tell the Baron. We still get the 300 each, 200 per weapon deal. That's a good deal. And the stones.
Yes, 200 per weapon, excellent
and then,
deal.
If you can get me this bow from this merchant for a way more reasonable price, or free if that comes up, then we won't tell your Baron.
Excellent. Yes. Where's this merchant at? He starts looking around the inn.
He's not here yet.
Hey, where is he?
He's on his way here.
All right. So when does
He'll
he get
be
here?
here in 1 month's time,
A month?
Yeah.
and you're gonna wait
Yeah.
for him and make
Yeah.
sure this happens.
We gotta get the story
No,
straight.
bullshit. I'm coming with you because I need to make sure that you uphold your end of the bargain and you don't out me to the Baron.
So you have 5 stones?
Don't worry about the stones, man.
This guy, this guy.
It never ends with you, huh? I bet you could pay the 400 each right now, couldn't you?
Look. Rule number 1. You play your cards close to your vest, man. You don't let
You're really bad with cards, man. Maybe it's a different analogy.
let anybody know what you got.
Okay, so
All right, puts his hand out again, but this time it's more forceful, right? He's not playing at his meek and mild persona. He's like, so I'll help you swindle this guy out of his bow. You keep your trap shut about the Baron. Everybody's happy.
400 gold.
As long as we get the bow.
We get the bow.
I will
get
help
the
you to the
bow.
best of my ability.
We
No,
don't
we
get that
get
bow.
the
We
bow.
talk to the Baron. Look, if we can't talk him
Look,
down,
no. The Baron's not gonna wait a month, fellas.
You put your skills to the test. If you're making this deal, then you're getting us the bow. If you're not, the Baron's paying us for your head.
He
After
probably
we do the
won't.
job.
He'll just let you kill me. I'll just be honest. Like, you don't give two shits.
What about your family?
Yeah, we could kill
What
them
about
too.
your family?
My family?
Wait, what was it?
My family? I don't.
Wait, you don't even
got a
have
family?
Sashk is saying that they'll miss him, not we should kill them.
Guys!
That's what I do, Wolf. That's what I do. Kill them.
Look! The Baron isn't gonna wait a month for me to get this bow for you so that you can do... Look.
How long would it take us to travel there?
Well, instantly, we got the stones.
Right, if we didn't use the stones.
Much longer than it'll take for that merchant to get here.
Well then, we'll tell him that we walked there.
No. You
Wait,
don't
wait,
understand.
wait.
Guys,
Wait,
you
wait,
don't
wait,
understand.
wait.
That was my con. The Baron had no intention of having you guys walk. That's why I got the stones.
Oh. What would you have done if we said we were going to walk?
I would have lowered the price.
Oh, God.
Okay, look. All right.
So here
Here
you're
it is.
getting us
Here
the
it
bow.
is.
That's it.
Yes, I will get you that bow. Absolutely. Do or die.
One way or
Because I have a
another,
feeling that
you're
if I don't
getting
get you this bow, I'm dead. Correct?
There's
Yes.
nowhere you can hide.
Okay.
When
Well,
you have a magic user who you can't even see in this room, there's nowhere you can hide.
I'm pretty sure he's just not here.
No, he's here. Inside check me. He's 100%.
Do you really want him to insight check you?
No.
Thanks for the baities, man. I appreciate you. So, all right. So here he goes. He puts both of his hands on the counter. All right, look.
Gold on the-
Here it is. All of
Gold?
us
Here's
right
the
now,
gold?
Blazing Dell. We go to the mine. We get through all this shit. We come back, get you the bow. If I can't get you the bow, your friend here cuts my head off. Right? Laying it all out there.
No. There's like 14 steps between you not getting the bow and then you losing your head.
What else do I have to lose, fellas?
Drop? What else would you have to lose?
Well, we can start with toes and work.
Toes?
Yeah,
We're going to
toes.
cut you up. It's going to hurt, dude. It's not just going to be a head.
Yeah, we've got dungeons.
Fine.
Gonna
You know what?
take
Fine.
No,
I agree.
days.
I agree. We're good. Because I know me, and I know I'll get you that bow.
He's confident.
But
Okay.
you say one
You're
word,
gonna sell us these
you
tokens.
out me to the Baron, and it's deals off. All right, and I'm just gonna put it out there. You out me to the Baron, I'm gonna convince him that you guys are the scammers and that you're full of shit, and he's gonna believe me.
Like that word.
He's going to
How?
believe you.
How's he gonna believe it? That what kind of race is this guy?
Because I'm really good at this kind of thing. It's what I do. I'm a bard.
Yeah, but if you're dead, you can't convince him of anything.
Yeah, but we have to go to the Baron first.
Yeah.
As a matter
Okay,
of fact,
just get us
and
the
he
damn
pulls
bow.
he pulls out his hands, and you see he's got these blue gems like between all of his fingers. So he's holding like 4 of them up, and he's like, "Are you ready to do this?"
There should be 5 of those.
I don't know who your friend is. We'll leave it here with the innkeep.
The gold up front that you have was promised to us.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
said
with
you
the,
had it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
told us you had it.
I,
You said at time of agreement.
Yeah. If we're going with these stones, we're getting paid our advance.
all right. He pulls out a pouch, and when he pulls it out, you can hear the jingle of coins. And this pouch is quite large. Like you hear the jingle, and he kind of holds it real close, like almost like someone like cradling like a football. And then he starts pawing through it. 300. And he sets it out in front of Dusky. 300. Sets it out in front of Sashk. And then here you go. Okay, and then he shoves the rest.
And
of
the
it.
other 300?
What? Yeah, I did. He's got it. Everybody's got their money.
Just
For our
300
fourth
is
member.
ours.
Our 4th member.
He's
Come
not
on.
here. Why are you guys
He's
playing
here.
this game?
He's right there at the end of the table. Just put his pile there.
How about okay. Which one of you 3 is the most trustworthy?
All of us, we're all equally trustworthy.
Right.
Look, you
We're
don't have
all
to convince me.
equally
And he puts 300 gold
trustworthy.
pieces in the middle of the table. It's like, you can take your buddy's share, and
Is
whenever
there
he
still money
shows
in the
up,
bag?
you can give it to him.
Is there still money in the bag?
Insight. Possibly. You couldn't quite get a good look in there. I should have asked for perception, but oh well. But you couldn't
you
quite
should've,
get a look
'cause
in
that
there.
would've been that.
Well, but there
Is it-
very well could have been.
Hey, take that bag back out. It looked like there was still plenty full.
Well, that's my money.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't even try and pull that on
Come
us
on.
now.
You think I came all the way down here to talk with you guys for free?
Yes.
Yeah. The Baron owns you.
I'm
That's
pretty
why
sure he sent you to talk
Yeah.
to us for free.
Yeah, that's why you tried to swindle us with the stones.
Nah, guys, dude. I'm a contracted worker too, just like you guys.
Exactly, you're on contract.
Well, now so are you.
Why would you bring your contracted pay here?
Maybe I wanted to buy a drink. And he turns over to the barkeep and hey, 4 purple grape mash. Me and my friend.
Don't serve this. Man, half man.
Whoa! I didn't know you were a little person racist. What's
Dude,
wrong
I'm
with
like
you?
4 feet myself. What are you talking about?
Well, he's a halfling. He's like 2.5 feet.
Wait, he's actually a halfling? I forgot what race he was.
Yeah, he's a
I asked
halfling.
earlier, but- Okay.
Well, halflings aren't 2.5. They're like 3. Gnomes are... Anyway.
Look, you're trying to swindle us, alright?
I'm sorry. Okay? Look.
I bet there's at least another 100 gold in there for each of us.
Look, I came clean with you guys. I told you what was up. Like, there's no...
Yeah, that's what happened. That's okay. I'll ask the Baron for the other 100.
I told you. That's not going to end the way you want it to.
The stones are out on the table, right?
No, he had them in his hand, and then he had to put them away to get your gold. So now they're back in his pouch.
Alright. If you're so convinced you can convince the Baron that we're swindlers,
Mm-hmm.
then why would you agree to give me the bow?
And he looks over to Dusky and he kind of points, because he looks like he wants to chop my fucking head off.
Wants to chop everybody's head off.
Well, I particularly like my head, and I would very much like to not die.
So what you're saying is that you agree to whatever we say right now, but once we get there, when you feel more comfortable with the protection of the Baron's men, then all deals are off?
That's not exactly correct either,
sounded
because
like-
you see, the Baron, if I get on his bad side, very likely to also chop my head off. So I am, just little information about Nigel here. I'm going to follow whatever course of action will have me not lose my head.
You mean you're going to say whatever you have to say at the moment to get you back to the Barons where you feel safer?
Well,
and you can
good
stand up
word,
for
madam. I am deeply offended. I am nothing
There it is.
without my word.
Is this a? Is
Who cares if you're
a
offended?
lady?
yourself. Yeah, drop.
Wolf, did you know this?
I had an inkling,
Wait,
but
You can tell by my feathers.
Yeah, you can tell by the coloration of her feathers,
What?
guys. Come on.
Well, how?
What? We've been traveling together for a year.
Everybody knows that the male Aarakocra are very bland.
Not everybody.
No, wait. Do I have that wrong? No. The male Aarakocras are very colorful because they have to attract the females, whereas the females are usually just single-colored, but they may have some coloration on the plumage. It's a fun facto for you guys. Can I go now?
No.
Can you go? Come on.
Look, I don't think this boy is gonna follow through with the bow deal. I think as soon as we get him back to his Barons, he's gonna renege on the whole entire thing.
Bow deal. How do we make sure this happens?
Well, I think you're just going to have to trust me, because other than forcing me to go with you through the mountain, I don't think there's any way that you can really ensure that I will do that. Look, guys, you hold up your end of the bargain, I'll hold up mine. What? What is I don't like
Could we have a vial of your blood?
What?
Yeah. What?
Why would you want... No, you can't have a vial of my blood. I would very much like my blood to remain inside my body.
You can
I
have
thought
it back
we-
when I get the bow.
What?
You can have it back when I get the bow.
I am very much concerned right now.
Look, it's an insurance policy. You say we can trust you? Well, you were just trying to sell us stones for 200 gold that you were supposed to just give us.
I know,
So clearly we
and I
can't
feel
trust you.
really bad about that. Like, I
Right.
do.
Do you? I don't think you do. Okay.
What do you
So,
want me to do? You want me to get on my knees?
personally-
You want me to beg?
Look, I'll be honest
And he
with
drops to his
No,
knees and he
no,
clasps
we
his
don't
hands
need you to
together.
beg.
Starts, please, oh great and gracious bird, I need you to forgive me. I didn't mean to offend your delicate sensibilities.
Hey, Trap, you want to get those stones?
Yeah, do I kill him now, or?
I mean, if you want.
So drop as soon as he leaves his chair, Nigel jumps to his feet. He's like, no! I'll get him. It's cool. You don't got to do that.
Okay.
Stones on the table.
Is he gonna get us the bow or what? Can we get to it?
Let's start with the stones on the table.
We
All
could
right,
already got
okay.
the weapons by now.
Puts all the stones on the table.
All of them? How many were there?
5.
Okay.
Okay.
Or 6.
And the rest of that gold?
What? But that's mine.
Yeah, no, I don't believe you.
Well,
How much is it?
It's 38 gold.
Yeah.
38
Sure.
gold.
38 gold. That's all I got.
Do I believe him? Does he look like he's being honest?
Insight? He's full of shit.
Yeah, that's way more than 38 gold, friend.
I think you misheard me. I said
Nope.
238.
238 gold. That seems a little low still.
You want to insight check him again?
I kind of do, yeah.
All right.
Oof. That sounds about right.
He's really hard to read.
Yeah.
You think he could be telling the truth, but then again, he is a shifty little bastard. He's very likely he's lying.
Another 55 for each of us, then.
55. He looks at the three of you, and then he turns around real sharp and starts counting, looking over his shoulder at you to make sure you're not peeking. And then he eventually pulls.
That Delmar's right there. You can see you, right?
Delmar's not here. Why are you doing
He's
this?
Invisible, right there. And I point across.
But then he pulls out 3 little stacks, 55 coins.
All right, let's do it. And he's getting the bow, right? I kind of missed a.
Yeah, yes, of
Confused
course.
at this point.
I will get the bow for you, noble lizard folk.
Okay. Keep your head for now.
That's all I ask.
If it comforts you at all, I've been getting really good at preserving the head. So if you do die, it'll be a very nice piece on the mantle.
That is actually very comforting. Yes, I like that.
Okay, good.
His family's mantle, or
No, they'll be there too.
okay.
Who will be where?
Well, your fake family you were telling us about earlier.
Oh, yes. You mean Rigel, Migel, Bigel, and Bob. Yeah.
Oh my god. You didn't even try anymore.
Well, what, is there really a need? I mean, the jig is up, right?
Okay, let's get to it.
He's like, all right, so in order
In writing,
to...
he
What?
signed it, right?
Yeah. Everybody signed it.
Alright.
Okay, so in order to use the teleportation stones, all you have to do is put them in your mouth, and you just set them there. And then they'll dissolve, and then you'll teleport.
What the
Is
fuck
it real?
kind of
What
stones are
happens?
these?
Is he bullshitting us? I just want to throw an insight.
He is lying again.
God damn it, man! Can't you be honest for once?
Dude, it was a joke. It was just a prank. I thought it'd be funny if you use
Really? Really?
No, for real.
How do you like pranks?
This guy, dude.
How would you like to react, Trop?
You just you set it on the ground and you step on it. You step on it.
Okay. We should make him put it in his butt and then jump on.
No, I would much prefer. It's like that rule earlier where I want
think
my
that's
blood
how it
to
should be
stay
done.
inside my
Cute.
body.
Thanks
I
for
would
your
also like
opinion.
nothing else to go into my body. I mean, not unless you buy me a drink first. And he starts elbowing Drop in the stomach, like a playful nudge. I know that joke was in bad taste. Should we be off? And he puts his stone on the ground and steps on it. He disappears.
All right. Are we doing
we
this
just
or
got
not?
55 gold apiece.
Yeah, we can just bounce
Cool
if you
that.
guys want. You wanna just-
Wait a minute, guys. Hold up.
What? What? He gave us the money.
No,
I
but
didn't
this
sign
way,
anything.
now he can.
We have the paper he signed. We could just tear it up.
I personally think we need to go.
Yeah, but he'll convince the Baron now. He will actually convince the Baron, and then we'll have to fight that fucking asshole. I'm sure he's a dick.
I say we do need to go
It takes like 3 months to get down here. We'll be all right.
in a half an hour.
We must certainly wait. We've got stuff to do. Take a lunch.
Wait, why are we waiting half an hour?
The fuck? With them.
Just to fucking scare
Just to
the
fuck
shit
with
out of him. Yeah.
That sounds okay.
Trying to drink some food.
Sure.
Can we wave over some wait staff? Alright.
Anybody mind if I reload my coffee?
I'd like to do the same if that's cool.
Yeah. Why don't we take a little break? It is
Okay.
almost 9:30.
All right.
Doo doo. Yeah, suck on these stones.
Oh God.
Oh. Ignore that.
That was a fun first half.
Well, yeah. Well, oh damn! I need all this. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay, so according to like the preview pages from
Ready.
the Book of Adria, it seems like it's written from her perspective.
Book of Adria?
Yeah, the Diablo book that's coming out.
Ooh.
French Amazon has preview pages. It seems to be like her journal, detailing the creatures and stuff she met.
That's cool.
Yeah. Frenchie Wolfcraft gets his push to talk when he gets back.
He's already been here for a few minutes.
It's likely.
I am back.
Okay. All right. So the party was going to wait a little bit, and then what is the plan?
Do we need anything before we head out? We should probably go drop off Delmar's gold in his room in the stone with a note telling him what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Make sure to write on the note to put it in his butt before he.
Tell him, otherwise they won't teleport with him.
I mean, you can write the note if you'd like.
Instructions for usage.
Insert firmly into it.
Clench and tap your heels together.
Those are some pretty good rolls for stats. So we should head out, then, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, how do we use this thing?
You just put on the ground, step on it, like so.
Okay.
Then I do it.
So, as you... I need to pull up my notes again, because this one got boogered. After a moment, you feel kind of a sensation of vertigo, right? As you feel like your world get flipped, and then you find that the scenery has changed. Whereas before, you were standing outside the inn in Phandalin. Now, you're in an entirely different locale. The sky is somewhat darker, and it is closer to nightfall. And beyond the horizon of the town, you can see a range of mountains towering on the horizon. Looking around you at the town you now find yourself in, you see that you didn't think it was possible, but this city is even smaller than Phandalin. There's very little of note. There's some residences, but other than that, you see a couple stores. One which is labeled as Tome, Superior Outfitting and Dry Goods. And another which says Griffin's Nest Inn and Tavern. And then further down the road, you can see a building which, with its spires and gables, is unmistakably a temple of some sort.
Okay. Do my compatriots arrive as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Superior outfitting and dry goods. Probably not any bows there.
He's getting you a bow, man.
That was just, he said whatever he had to say to get back here. He's not actually getting it to the bow.
No faith in him?
No, zero faith whatsoever. He tried to sell us stones for 200 gold. No faith.
Well, I'll kill him if he doesn't do it.
Yeah, after the job.
Okay, how do we find this Baron?
You don't immediately see the Baron's manor, so best course of action could be to approach the tavern and ask for directions, or you can wander around town until you find the biggest building in town, I guess.
You can go ask at the tavern. That's the barkeep.
All right. Barkeep is a halfling man, and as you approach, he kind of looks up in a very deep, gruff voice. What can I do for you?
We're looking for the Baron.
What you need him for?
That's our business.
Well, then maybe it's my business where he is.
I slide him at
Perfect.
silver piece.
We'll ask someone else.
I still slide him at silver piece.
Thank you for your patronage, miss, he says after taking a glance up at your feathers.
These guys are all bird. These are all bird
I
experts.
355 gold to my list. Give me a second.
Oh, me too.
Alright, if you want to find the Baron, you actually gotta leave town. Doesn't want his property associated with the stink of blazing Dell. His words, not mine.
You don't even smell bad.
Hey, appreciate that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Actually, and he kind of reaches under the counter and he comes up. You see he's got like some seed, and he just kind of puts it in a little pile on the counter. He says, "There, that's for you."
Thank you. I pocket his seed. I'll have that later. I just ate.
Well, it's gonna get all crumbly in your pocket there, miss.
It would have been funnier if
These
you
are-
pecked it off the counter. That was
I have special pockets. They're.
I think more people are concerned about you pocketing someone's seed.
Oh god! Why you have to say that? You didn't have to say it like that.
I didn't. Den's the guilty party. He put it in my head.
Okay. He only said it was ew, WTF.
Anyway, he's like, alright, so you leave town. You head about 30 minutes to the south, and then you'll see it. Big house. Iron gate.
What do you know about the Baron?
Not a whole lot.
Is he trustworthy?
Fancy pants. Likes to spend money on frivolous things.
Kind of pompous?
Yeah. Basic noble folk.
Noble folk these days.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of anyone around town who might be selling a high quality bow, perhaps?
Bo?
Yeah, bow. I pull out my bow. Kind of like this, but
magic.
better. Nah, just don't worry about it.
I don't think I do, ma'am.
Alright, well, thank you for everything. I just find him another silver. We'll be on our way.
Mm.
Then we leave?
Okay.
Question mark?
I don't know. There you go.
Prop? Wolf?
Yeah, let's go.
Carry onward.
We follow those directions.
Okay, and within half an hour, you do find the large manor that was described. Big iron fence that surrounds the property. And at the gate, standing there waiting for you with a guard, Nigel.
Nigel, my man.
Peanut!
Hi, fellas.
You
Glad
didn't give
that
us
you
direction.
could come.
Are you, though?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just so happy that we could get everything underway.
Lovely.
If you can, please follow me. I will introduce you to the Baron.
Sure.
Okay, and he leads you up through the property. And as you're walking, he kind of leans in close to Sashk. Now remember, not a word.
Okay.
Makes an okay sign. Kind of winks at you. Going into the hall, find yourself in a large, main area, and the Baron is walking down. Is walking down one of the grand staircases. As he does, he just kind of holds out his arms and he says, "Oh, excellent! Nigel, you are the absolute best. I am so glad that you were successful in acquiring the heroes of Phandalin nonetheless." And he kind of looks up, he's like, "Well, yes, sir. I did exactly as I was instructed to." And he looks down, he says, Here, your payment as promised." And he throws a hefty sack of gold towards Nigel, who just picks it up, looks at you three, and just shoves it inside his...
See what motherfucker.
He takes his gold and he kind of moves to a chair on the outside perimeter of the room, and just kind of sits down and watches you three nervously. The Baron looks and he says, "So, I have been informed that Nigel has already paid you your compensation, correct?"
Well, our advance. Get us here to talk with you.
Oh? What would we need to discuss further? I had already authorized Nigel to pay you the agreed amount. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, the rest of the money comes after we get you the weapons, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. No, Nigel was very gracious. He gave us the 400 gold each, and then we're here with the stones.
400 gold each?
Yeah.
The contract you signed says that it was 300 gold each.
I didn't sign any contract.
If
there's my name
Nigel,
on a contract, that was not... I didn't sign anything.
Nigel stands up and he starts laughing kind of nervously. Sashk, what are you doing? Why are you lying to him?
Wait, was I supposed to get 400 gold?
Guys, seriously, this is not...
I'm sorry. I just had to see Nigel's face one more time.
He glares at you just dead ass, like, you motherfucker.
We had quite a fun time back in Phandalin.
Yes, we are the best of friends. And he kind of puts his arm around Sashk's, waist, I guess, because that's as high as he can get. He's like, don't do this.
I push him away.
Well, the Baron looks down. He says, So, what is the agreed upon amount then? There seems to be some confusion.
Oh, no. It was the 300 gold up front and then 200 per weapon. That was agreed upon.
We've grown close to Nigel here, so we were having a jab.
Oh, you get along then? Excellent.
Of course. Should we not?
So he's provided you the details of the mission in its entirety. Yes.
Yes. We go to Giant's Tooth. Beware of the sinkhole. We map it out. We get you your weapons. We get paid. We give you the map, and we go home.
Wait. You give me the map. Why would you give me the map?
Well, we're gonna make the map.
He glowers at Nigel. What is the meaning of this? Nigel, sir, I don't understand. I think he's mistaken. I sincerely, he says, no. I specifically said that you were supposed to hire adventurers to protect you while you make the map. So now you have convinced these folk that you would not be accompanying them? And Nigel says, but, Your Excellency, I won't survive. And he's like, no. Nigel is making the map. He is my representative. Your payment is to protect him.
Oh, that would make sense. It's so much money. It makes sense that we're being paid to protect somebody. Only a lunatic would give people money with no way to prove that they come back. Makes perfect sense.
So you see Nigel kind of staring at the ground, clearly sad that he's gonna have to go into the mountain now.
That's alright, Nigel. Once we get back from the mountain, we can go back and celebrate in Fanlun. I know the perfect place. We'll get you something real nice.
Oh, I'm certain you do.
So we were told that there may be some supplies here for us to take on our journey.
Oh, yes. The outfitter may have things that you would need. What exactly do you need?
Well, rations and
Potions.
health potions maybe.
It kind of sounds like the mountain might be a cold place, so maybe some like overcoats.
Magical cloak.
Yeah.
Nigel was also supposed to give you information about the mountain. Are you telling me that he was dishonest with you about that as well?
Not dishonest. Honestly, our conversations swerved a little elsewhere. It's my fault. I apologize. But he definitely described certain aspects of the mountain. Just the temperature and climate didn't come into play. He warned us of a sinkhole and many beasts.
Well, our reconnaissance of the mountain reveals that it will be extremely dark. So carrying an adequate amount of torches would benefit you greatly. You would also want to take adequate amount of food for a for an extended journey, as there's no telling exactly how deep into the mountain you'll have to go. And you may also want to speak with the outfitter and stock up on healing potions. I could imagine that going through all of the treacherous terrains within it would be extremely beneficial.
Have a deal with him, or how do we pay for it?
Oh,
With the advance, I assume.
yeah, yes, with the money I've given you.
Advance? Okay. Just asking. Maybe you've got some stored away.
Now, unrelated to the job, I've come to the understanding that you're sort of a collector of weapons. Is
Oh,
this
yes.
True. Now, I'm looking for a bow to replace this wretched old thing I have, and I take out my bow. It's a fine bow, but it's missing something, And I was wondering if you had any bows you'd possibly be willing to part with, for a fee, of course, once we get back.
Oh, absolutely not.
No? Oh, not that kind of collector, though.
Well, if the rumors about the Stonetooth are true, and Durgeddon's treasure is buried within the lower reaches, in addition to the weapons I'm requesting, I mean, the legends speak of an untold amount of wealth that has been lost inside the tooth. It's very likely that you would find something there.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out. Thank you.
Well, it is getting quite dark. You must allow me to offer you a stay in my guest chambers I would suggest going about town and supplying yourselves and resting through the night. And then the four of you can leave in the morning.
Sounds great. We should
Okay.
find our stuff, get our stuff.
Yeah, should someone gonna oh yeah, we'll go to town first and then someone will show us our where our room is, where we put our stuff, where we're gonna stay tonight.
Oh, don't worry about that. When you return from your shopping, one of my servants will show you to your room.
Perfect, thank you.
Of course, of course.
Boys, let's go to town.
All right. Nigel, you want to escort us and show us the best places to buy our wares?
Oh, certainly. I suppose it would be best. So
That way we can get back here as soon as possible, get good night's rest for our lovely adventure you're accompanying us on.
I'm so excited.
Me as well, Nigel. Me as well.
So, as you guys begin to walk, right, Nigel stops you, and he says, alright, look, guys, right, remember, I want to keep my blood inside of my body, and I would very much like to not go into the Stonetooth with you.
Sure, that bag of money.
What?
Bag of money. Go back to Fandolin, chill for a month, we'll come back and get you. And the bow.
But then I'll have no money.
You'll have money when we're done.
Yeah, but I won't. You're telling me you want to take all of my expenses, and then you want me to go to
As like an
Fandolin,
insurance.
where I have no money. How am I
have
supposed to
money.
live?
You'll live in our house.
Your house?
Yeah, we own like half the town.
Do you have food there?
Lots of food. Like an infinite amount of food.
So all I have to do is give you
All of your money.
the entirety of the money I have left.
Yep.
Yep.
Which should be a whole bunch. That bag he gave you was huge.
No. What?
It was huge.
All right,
And then
see,
you go wait for us in Fandolin, and then we'll come back. And then you get us the bow, and then you can go on your way. As far as anyone's concerned, you'll have been there the whole time.
all right, you see him kind of take a few steps back, and he pulls out the satchel, right?
Yeah.
And it's big. I mean, it's
real big.
it's bigger than his head, right?
Yeah, it's not saying much.
Like when he pulls it out of his backpack, you see that his backpack is 50% gold pouch. Like and he looks at it and he kind of shuffles it from one hand to the other, and it makes the coins like it's kind of
You can't spend it from the grave, friend.
He just stares at it.
Look, it's
No,
it's a grave.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Puts the pouch back into his backpack, and he looks at you and he's like, I think I'll risk it.
All right. Good call. We always need a good scout.
What? No.
I mean, none of us can see in the dark.
Oh well, I
Don't you
got
have things in the dark?
I got you covered there, friend. Lord Lizardfolk, can I see your axe, please?
Don't give him your axe.
Excuse me?
Don't give him your axe.
Your axe.
No.
No. I don't look. It's just it's a thing that I can do, right? And he reaches down, and he picks up a rock off of the ground, and then he holds it and he says a word, and then the rock begins to emanate light.
I'm not going to hear. I pointed at him. What are you doing, witch?
And then he takes the rock and he throws it, and you can see that the rock still gives off light. He's like, see, look, you don't have to worry about torches. I'm saving you money on that, because whenever it gets dark,
scout.
look, I could just touch your
If you
axe.
don't give us the bag of gold, you're going in the mountain.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, he's agreed. He's coming with us to the mountain. He's agreed to that
I
already.
thought he was giving us the gold to go back to the house.
I changed his mind.
Okay, then what does he need my axe for?
He wanted to put light on your axe.
Well, put it on the bow. He wants to get rid of it anyways.
I need the bow for now. I need it to be dark. It's where I do my best work.
He's like, look, I'm just trying to show you a thing.
Here's
like,
what I'm gonna do. Let's hand him my shitty hand axe. There you go.
All right, here, see, yeah, that's cool, right? And he casts light on your hand axe, and now it's glowing, like 20 feet of bright light. He's like, see, so if it gets dark, you can whip this out, and I'll cast light, and then you can see.
So now we cannot sneak.
Well, no, you can. Well, then I won't cast light.
It's too late now. You've already done it.
No, but see, and he snaps his fingers, and the light is gone.
Witch.
Witch. Not a
We
witch.
should go buy some clothes.
Okay, so what? Now you can snap your finger and turn it on and off?
Well, yeah, I can just stop it from continuing. Like, I can do that.
Okay, well.
I got a feeling in thousands of years that's going to come in handy.
Drop can see in the dark with his goggles, and I can just see in the dark naturally. We don't need light.
Yeah, but what about you, sir? Can you see in the dark, kind silver dragon?
I have my friends, and I am the light.
I just imagine you casting light on your horns. Wait, dragon, you have horns, right? No, you don't.
No.
No, my bad. Never mind. Anyways, we should go get some warm clothes, right? That's what we need. Some rations. Nigel, you know your way around town.
Oh. What
You're
now?
our guide, after all.
Not your guide.
Pretty sure you're our guide. That's why you got paid the big bucks.
Yeah. Okay. He points. He's like, superior outfitting and dry goods down that way.
Yeah.
That would be
introduce
your rations and clothing or whatever else you need. I don't really know here.
What do you mean you don't know? You live here.
Yeah, but what do you want? Like, what do you need?
You should know. You know the mountain. What do we need?
Why would I know the mountain? I don't know the mountain.
You planned this excursion.
No, I didn't. The bigwigs in charge that work for the
Weren't
Baron.
you listening when he told us what we needed?
Well, that's because I had notes. They planned it. They gave me the notes. They told me to give you the information. I know just as much as you do, friendo. Let's not start pointing fingers, okay? Like, I think that we are equally to blame in all of this.
Really? Equally to blame? Okay. Let's just go get our rations and then go to sleep.
Rations and health potions for the not dying bit, right? That's the...
Yeah. We're gonna go in there,
You're
we'll distract
getting
him with the
your
rations, and you can
own.
palm a bunch of health potions.
Wait. You guys aren't going to buy a bunch of health potions?
You're gonna get us
but
a bunch
not
of health
for
potions.
you.
Wait, why would I buy you a bunch of health potions?
Because you don't want to die. We use the health potions if you fall down.
Well,
It'd be a shame if you broke your legs and we didn't have any
fine,
health potions, wouldn't
fine. I'll buy, yeah. Yep. Yeah, sure. And,
it? Should buy at least 5 or 6 of them.
you think we'll need that many?
I mean, I don't know.
I thought you're supposed to be capable adventurers, so like you're not
We're
gonna...
capable
We are.
adventurers.
Why would we need that many?
It's
You're
my
a little
job to
hard.
keep the fighters alive.
What about me? No,
Yeah,
no.
that's why we need the
It's
potions.
your
That's all.
job to keep me alive. That was what the Baron said. That's your
You're the
job.
scout. You're the
Fighters'
scout. You're up
job to
ahead.
keep you alive.
We're
I'm
all
only here
able
to
to
keep
get-
them alive.
I don't like this at all.
Well, that's not what you're getting paid to like. You're getting paid to do a job. Just like us.
He walks up to the counter. He's like, how many health potions would you happen to have in stock? And the guy is like, about a dozen. He's like, all right, give me them all. These idiots. And you see him, he takes like a whole rack and he just starts stuffing them into his pack, shaking his head, wide-eyed. You can tell he's like deathly afraid right now.
Maybe get yourself a nice little shield too, just in case.
This is gonna be fun.
A shield? I'm not... Well, Sir, I am not trained in martial combat.
You're also not trained in using anything else, so just take the shield, take it both hands, and put it in front of your heart.
Oh.
If anything comes at you, at least it'll hit the shield first.
Why don't you, He turns back to the shop owner. A rapier and 2 daggers, leather armor, and he starts going through, like a whole, list. I'm gonna need leather armor, 2 daggers, a rapier.
Headgear.
How about like a bandolier with pouches to put stuff in, and I'm gonna need a backpack and oh my god, you guys.
Don't forget the foot warmers. You need foot warmers. You don't want cold feet in combat. It's the worst.
You know what? This guy is an ass, but I will buy I need a nice pair of brand new leather boots, just the finest that you have in this crap hole establishment, and a water skin, and yes, what's my bill? And you see the guy starts counting, and he's like, it's about 900 gold. And you see him again. He pulls out that massive sack of money. And he kind of turns away from the group so you can't see. And he starts counting. And you see him remove a lot less than 900 coins and hand them to the owner. And the owner kind of looks, oh, okay. And then he takes this big bundle of stuff and walks outside the shop.
I follow him out.
As you do, you see that he's got his shirt off, and he's trying to fit the leather armor over his head. He's like, "Hey, privacy."
I don't help him. I just keep walking back to the Baron's house. Wait, if he's trying to fiddle with his shirt, does that mean his backpack's on the ground?
No, he's got it
okay,
between his legs, and he's standing between it and you.
This guy.
He's very crafty.
Well, I still go back to the Baron's house.
Nothing to buy?
No, I can forage for food. And I still have food. We came prepared.
Alright.
We'll eat what we slay.
Anyone else need to purchase anything?
You don't think we should take some?
I'm gonna go ahead and remove the horse bits from my inventory. Probably don't still have those.
Yeah, they're bad, right?
After a year, I would hope so.
Either that or you've already eaten it at this point.
Probably that one. Well, how much are rations?
They're like 50 copper?
Okay. I'll take some
if you guys wanted to look up the list, it's adventuring gear. And then that would be a big list of everything this guy would have to sell. And a set of rations, which is food for an entire day, is somewhere in this list. I missed it.
Rations. 5 silver pieces.
5 silver. Yeah, 50 copper. It's the same.
Well, then I'll buy 5 gold worth of ration.
Where would you? What? 5 gold?
Yeah. Isn't that just 10?
Yes.
Yeah, 10 ration.
Okay.
Just in case. Push the dog.
Is that it?
Were you guys buying food too?
You're gonna take 10?
Yeah, might as well.
But you just got the bird seed.
Yeah, I already dropped on the ground.
I'll take
As soon as we walked out,
I'll take like 2 or 3 rations. I don't need 10. About 3.
It's that you want 3 days worth of food. That's it. We're gonna be on quite a journey.
Okay, I'll do the same thing. I guess 10's fine. How much is that? 50?
5 gold.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
rations are cheap.
Oh, all right. That's what I'm looking forward to then. 10.
Okay, rations. Should I already have rations in my bag?
Well, now you have 10 more.
Okay.
So that was 5 gold.
Yarp.
Gene. Okay.
And y'all added just your 55 from before, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Okay, I think that's all we need.
Yeah, let's go back and take a nap. Right?
Yep. And
Okay. You guys are sleeping for the night?
yep.
Alright. Sleep is uneventful and quite comfortable, as the accommodations in the Baron's Manor are very, very nice. After you wake up, you prepare all of your belongings and get ready to travel. Anything else you need to do before you leave?
I don't think so.
The way he's asking, it kind of feels like there's a trick question here.
It's not. I was just giving you an
I can't
opportunity.
think of anything.
Okay.
Is
So,
there any like linens or anything
yeah.
like in the rooms that we could take? You know?
Well, we have that light.
These
We do
chances
have a
of-
few torches. I have 10 torches still, so we have plenty of light source. We have food. And
Meant more like-
me and Wolf have good weapons, so I mean we're good.
Wow.
Sick
Okay.
burn.
Oof.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So you begin to travel north from the mining town of Blazing Dell, and you pass through brooding pine forests and deep vales. Nigel complains constantly about the harsh conditions on the road, and is droning on about the inconvenience of adventuring life begins to wear thin on your nerves. From where you are currently standing, you catch sight of a tall, steep hill that rises to a prominent bare knob of rock at the top, and you recognize it to be the Stonetooth. There's a thin spire of smoke rising from some unseen point high on the hill's slopes, and you can make out a steep, narrow road that runs back and forth across the face of the mountainside in a zigzag pattern.
So should we take the road, Nigel?
He looks to the three of you and he says, "Take the road? That sounds idiotic. If we take the road, we're likely to be spotted."
By what?
I don't know. All kinds of things live out in the forest. You're the adventurers.
So you want to go into the forest instead of taking the road?
He kind of opens and closes his mouth several times. The thought hadn't occurred to him that it would be even more dangerous off of
That's where the bears are. In the forest. Have you ever seen a bear?
Have you ever seen an orc?
Yeah, we slew a bunch of them. Right?
Yeah, I've carried around their heads.
Well, what would you be more afraid of, the bear or the orc?
I fear neither of them.
Neither, yeah.
So then you tell me, should we travel the road or are we going to go up
Yes.
the side of the mountain?
Well, I figured you would know tales of
I don't
other
know
adventurers who came
You
here
know
first.
the area?
Did you glean no information from your compatriots?
I gave you all the information that I had.
How did you get this gig with the Baron?
Swindled his way into it, obviously.
He just touches his nose and points to you. She knows me.
Yeah, there's no way. It was definitely a scam, and I think he's probably feeling like he's a little out of his depth.
She gets me. She gets
Just
me.
know
If you weren't a freaky deaky bird person, I'd marry you.
Yeah, you would be dead. Anyways, I was just gonna say, yeah, what's the word? If you desert us on this adventure, well, they'll never find your body.
Why would I even consider that? If I were to separate from you, I would surely die.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're in agreement. We're saying the same thing.
Right.
Either the beasts would get you, or we would get you. One of the two.
So,
I'm just reinforcing the thought, okay? In case you were having any ideas.
nope, no ideas. Just very much don't want to die.
Alright, because the last person we were traveling with, he didn't make it out. He actually got cut in half.
Cut in half.
What?
And we actually liked him.
Disgusting.
Who was that?
Well, we don't
Such
talk
a
about it.
good guy,
I
too.
can't remember his name.
He was so good. Yeah. Qualified and everything.
That sounds
Rich?
horrifying.
Well, we've seen worse.
How was he dismembered so?
The beast we were fighting.
Yeah, ripped in half.
Mm-hmm.
I think he lived for a few seconds afterwards.
No, I don't think so.
Huh?
Nah, I was really close to him. They definitely didn't live for any seconds.
Just fucking with him.
Oh, I heard that. Haha, say it's a joke. Scare the
Not
old
ripping in
halfling.
half part.
Make him think
Not the ripping in half part. That was
Wait.
not a joke.
that
It
actually
was
happened.
giant prawns. That's what it was. He was cut in half by a giant prawn.
Prawn?
Yeah, it was giant. It was like 17 Duskies over here. It was huge. And he was a dwarf. So, you know. Can happen to them, it can happen to anyone. But you'll be safe with us. Don't worry about it. Well, boys, what do you think? Should we take the road or the forest?
Road.
Road sounds good to me, too. Shortest path? Probably.
Okay.
We'll just keep an eye out for traps and ambushes and other beings. And slay everything we run into.
All right. As you begin to climb up the mountain on the road, you quickly realize that as this road climbs and zigzags through the mountain to the spires up above, when you are on the lower path, the higher path is hidden from view, as it's almost like there's a ledge, and anything that would be traveling on that ledge would be hidden from sight. Which means it is extremely difficult for you to notice the ambush that the orcs had set on the side of the mountain.
Perfect.
Perfect. I know, right?
Close this stream out with a battle.
That's right. That's right. So, give me a moment. I'm gonna move you
Next
to
episode. We can continue now on the path.
move you to the handy dandy random battle map. Ta-da. Oh, put you on the right layer of the battle map. Dash. Wolf. Oh, balls. Hey now, how did I do that? No. Hey. Enough of that. Sure. And oh my god, it's almost like I forgot how to operate this thing.
I'm sure they changed it in the last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talk about the guy you're gonna have. His merchandise, no big deal, yeah. What? Okay. Moving you to the random battle map now.
Hey, Lamau.
Okay. And then everybody can roll initiative.
Now that's an initiative.
Is it though?
Well, better than my druid. That motherfucker only rolls 4s and 5s.
Yeah.
Speaking of 4s and 5s.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sorry, man.
The macro isn't working. I just noticed. Is it? I'm not sure. Initiative shows token action. Alright, doesn't matter. Alright, so Sashk, you are
Yep.
first in combat.
Gonna fly 40 feet in the air.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna Hunter's Mark this boy. And then shoot him. 19 hit.
Oh yes.
Hunter's Mark, and then shoot him again.
And with the second arrow, he dies.
Well,
So
then
dead
I'm gonna
orc.
throw my third arrow at this guy.
Third. Oh yeah, level 5. 17 for 10 damage.
14 damage. Straight ambusher.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Dusky.
Running into the injured. Rage. I don't know if that was a hit, but I divine period anyways.
13 hits and he's super dead.
Okay. That's it, right? I don't get double actions at this point.
No, you have double attacks. So if you could move anymore, you could run forward and attack again.
I believe 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I can move right here.
Okay, so go ahead and make one more attack.
I'm going to attack this dude too. And divine?
Remember, divine is once per turn.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so 10 damage, or 11 damage. Okay. And then the orcs.
Wait, I got skipped?
You did get skipped, because that was my goof. And by the orcs, I meant wolf.
Alright, I'm going to Sacred Flame this dude.
Alright, fails. And dies.
Sweet.
Fuck, wolf, nice.
Then the orc. There's one orc remaining. And you see him turn tail and run. You see him... he's going to disengage. He runs right past Dusky. And he's trying to make it back up the hill. And you see him... He used disengage, so you wouldn't get an opportunity attack.
Okay.
And but you see him run up the hill, and he's shouting in Orcish. Sounds like he's trying to sound the alarm. He's much too
Shoot
far,
him.
but he won't get away. Nigel, however, standing in as soon as the orcs popped out, he dropped to the ground and tried to get out of the way. He looks at Dusk and he's like, "Well, don't look at me. Go get him. Go on." And Dusky, that's going to be him using his bardic inspiration. And then Sashk, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm moving my hunter's mark over to this boy, and I'm shooting at him. Mark again.
Oh,
What is
okay.
Oh, that fucker's dead.
Yeah, he's super dead. So both arrows hit him, and he falls to the ground dead. To answer your question, what is Bardic Inspiration? Basically, he gives you an extra die. Currently, that dice is a D8. And then anytime you wanted to make an attack, make a saving throw, make a skill check, you can roll the D8 in addition to your die and add it to it.
And I can do this now forever?
Well, it goes away after 10 minutes.
Oh, shit, okay.
But he's a bard. It's what he does. So he'll be throwing those out a lot through as long as he's with you.
Well, you have to say it like that, man.
Well, because that's what he does. He's gonna go, well, I don't want to talk. I just want to show. But all right. So you managed to stop the scouting party from alerting everyone to your presence, and you continue making your way up the mountain.
Maybe we should try and not use the road?
You would like to not use the road?
Well, do we see any other paths we could take that weren't the road?
No. There's only the main path, and it continues to twist up the mountain. And further up, let's say right now you're maybe a third of the way up, but further up you can see that trail of smoke where it looks like there was a campfire or something.
I'd like to stealthily be like 20, 30 feet ahead of everyone else, keeping an eye out for other orc friends.
Okay. Trying to move ahead and scout the area, you find that heavy woods block your view in almost every direction. It's difficult to find the origin of the smoke. However, if you would like to make a survival check,
Sure.
to find the 19. Okay, so after scouting the area, you are able to determine the direction, and you manage to find a path to the smoke where you think you can avoid detection.
Perfect. We'd love to sneak up on that smoke.
Okay.
Right, boys? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
Wolf?
I said go for it.
Let's sneak then.
So you guys move off the path and start creeping through the woods, moving particularly slowly to ensure that you don't make any noise, you don't raise any alarms. Day quickly gives to night, and it is quite dark by the time you reach the approximate source of the smoke. Wolf and Nigel are kind of just hanging on to Sashk and Dusky's like belt, because
Well, I'm a little bit ahead, so I'd be holding on to drop.
you went ahead, you found this route, and now the group is moving together.
Okay.
Okay. Not wanting to light any lights and bring detection to yourself. The ones that cannot see are just kind of hanging on, as the ones that can see lead the way. And eventually you find yourselves at a large natural chimney, a giant hole cut into the rock of the side of the mountain. And as you look at this natural chimney, you can see that there is a stream of smoke rising out of it.
Do I see any orcs?
You do not.
Do I see any sign of movements at all anywhere around the smoke? Or
No, with your exceptional dark vision, you do not see any sign of movement. But you have found a way into the mountain.
cool. Should we enter the mountain?
I mean,
Yeah.
Boys? Guess we continue sneaking on into the mountain.
okay.
Where are we finding our
What?
place to rest?
We don't need to rest. We only just started.
No, well, he means because you guys have been traveling all day.
Yeah, dude, are we gonna like go in there, start it now, or how are we gonna do this? How far have we traveled?
Well, remember we'll say it's been about a 900. Are these? Well, I guess that's a good question. Is that feet or miles? Because
I think we might have needed more than 10 days of rations.
If we're outside, I gather us
that's
food.
feet.
We only need the rations for when we're inside and
Okay.
there's nothing we can gather.
So
I don't
you
mind
guys
eating
climb
people.
about 900 feet up and through the mountainside, and then, like I said, it is quite dark. We'll say it's almost midnight, and so climbing through the rugged terrain, working well into the night, you are all quite tired. And when you climb down the chimney,
Well, if it looks like not busy outside.
yeah,
Ooh.
when you climb down the chimney, you find yourself in a semicircular room, a cavern of rock, and it is empty.
Does any foot passes on the floor or anything? Look like people travel through here?
It does not. It looks like a relatively safe place to rest.
Like right here?
Like right here.
Like not... Okay.
There's
Okay. so we
no
should rest
bamboozle
right-
here. Nigel's pipes in. It might be safer to sleep inside the cave than out on the mountain where we're exposed.
Like right on this edge of the cave, or do you want us to go in further and find somewhere
No.
safe?
We should definitely not explore any further. It could be dangers inside. I think we should just.
So, time sensitive, we should probably just rest here?
I think that's a wonderful idea, Sashk.
Thanks, Drop, for having that idea. Great idea.
Of course. Okay, so we.
What was that?
I was just looking at the map. It was just when I looked over and my screen is black.
Scroll down.
Yeah, bottom.
Yeah, we're her.
All right. Well,
Near the tip of the phallic
I
cave.
think that's where we'll end it for today. Just because Jess entered into the mountain door, and I don't know. I think that's a good stopping point. That's a good stopping point. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. If you enjoyed it so far, remember we play every Monday now, starting at 8 Eastern, and you definitely want to come and check us out. If you haven't, there is everybody's channel. Make sure you stop on in, give us a follow, and if you enjoy D&D content, check out all the other panels under the stream. You can see all the days we play on this channel here, and if you're interested in getting in a game yourself, then join us in our Discord. We have several games throughout the week where we kind of help people learn how to play and get them involved, and it's a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody, and we'll see you next time.